Mic? Okay. Oh my god, I've been looking at my audio this whole time. I did not realize my mic wasn't on. Well, F in chat for that. Well, the consequences of having not streamed in a minute, I forgot to do my mic check. I don't know why that always disconnects, but it does sometimes. Well, we will probably just cut that part of the recording in YouTube. But now, actually, good morning. Okay, now what the fuck is this? TCG? Okay, yeah, TCG. Everything I have learned about the trading card game in the past, like, year and a half, I feel like it's a completely disconnected thing from, like, video game Pokemon. Ooh! Mega Lucario just in time for whatever the fuck is gonna happen in Legends ZA mayhaps. Bringing back Megas, hopefully. It's coming. I'm assuming Megas have been in the TCG. Yeah, because there's like a Mega Audino or something.
Next, allow me to share some news about the Pokemon video game series.
Ooh.
In the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet
Oh, raids probably.
we're celebrating Pokemon Day with a Rotom phone case giveaway.
Oh. Okay.
Along with a mass outbreak event and other in-game events to come.
Ooh, Palafin. I'd be up for that. I'd be up for a shiny.
Skeledirge and Quaquaval will appear in a series of Terra Raid battle events.
That's fun.
And even more Pokemon are planned to appear in the future. We hope you continue to enjoy the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games. Next, please have a look at this video.
Look at this video. It's popping up. There's something popping up. Oh. An outline around my model was popping up because I hadn't locked it. Oh, this takes me back. Oh, that's just visceral sweat. Ugh. Stadium. I miss that game. It was a good game. Why was that Pachyrooster so big? Oh, all 29 years. On the phone? Actually? What is this supposed to be? It's just becoming Yu-Gi-Oh! Holographic Pokemon battles, let's go! Wait. Mega Antracylizing? Hang on. I can't tell if this is just gonna be... Oh... Okay. Okay. Let's go. It sounds interesting.
What you've just seen is the world's first glimpse of a new title, Pokemon Champions.
Multiple gimmicks?
This title will be focused on the Pokemon battles you know and love from core Pokemon games. Pokemon Champions will continue the tradition of pitting your skills against those of other trainers from around the world, but this time we're aiming for these core-style battles to be enjoyed by more players than ever before. Game Freak
They're trying to finally have a competitor for Pokemon Showdown.
Out the planning for this project, while development is being handled by the Pokemon Works. And Pokemon Champions will be coming not only to the Nintendo Switch family of systems, but to mobile devices too. You'll be able to choose how you want to play based on where you are. What's more, you can also connect with Pokemon Home. Thanks to this connectivity, you won't be limited to using Pokemon you can partner up with in Pokemon Champions. You'll be able to team up with Pokemon who joined you on your adventures in previous Pokemon games. We hope you're looking forward to battling Pokemon trainers from all corners of the world.
I wonder if it's going to be a thing where you can just pick any Pokemon and build them.
Pokemon Champions.
But
Next, we'd like to share some information about the languages Pokemon series games will be available in. Mr. Tomás Cortijo,
will they be
please take it
expanding?
away.
Saludos a todos desde la nueva oficina de Pokémon en la hermosa Ciudad de México. Soy Tomás Cortijo, director regional para Latinoamérica
Hi, Tomás.
de Pokémon Company International. El día de hoy estoy muy feliz de anunciarles que Pokémon
Oh, I love his little
Champions
pin.
estará disponible en español latinoamericano desde el día de su lanzamiento. De igual forma, además de los 9 idiomas que los entrenadores y entrenadoras pueden elegir,
There it is.
Leyendas Pokémon ZA tendrá
It
también la
exists.
opción de jugarse en español latinoamericano. Esto significa que de aquí en adelante habrá 10
Oh, is this a new
idiomas
language
disponibles
for
para
him?
jugar.
Let's go.
Finalmente, como ya anunciamos con anterioridad, las futuras expansiones del famoso juego de cartas coleccionables de Pokémon estarán también disponibles en español.
Let's go expand the
Localizar
market.
productos como Leyendas Pokémon ZA al español latinoamericano permitirá que millones de nuevos
I remember
fans
back when
se
I was
unan a la comunidad global de
job
Pokémon
hunting
y se
a couple
conecten
years
con
ago.
otros jugadores de formas nunca antes
The
vistas.
Pokemon Company was looking for like a
Como
big
parte de The Pokémon Company
swath
Group,
of
este es un
translators.
claro ejemplo de nuestra misión
I'm wondering if this
de
is like
unir al
the
mundo
end
a
result of
través de
that.
Pokémon.
That
Saber
project
que
push.
los fans disfrutan aún más de jugar Pokémon en su idioma local nos permite explorar
I need
nuevas
to
formas
wash my
para
blanket.
conectar a los jugadores de diferentes regiones
Getting a little
y mercados.
not
como
gross, but
Latinoamérica.
could be improved.
Este es un momento increíble para ser fan de Pokémon, sin importar en qué parte del mundo te encuentres, por lo que no
God, I
puedo
really
esperar
hope they go
para
all
unirme
out
a todos ustedes
next
en
year
sus
for the
próximas
30th
aventuras.
anniversary.
Nos vemos pronto.
I think you gotta celebrate that.
Finally, here's the latest update on Pokemon Legends ZA.
Let's do this. The final update. Is it soon? Oh! Interesting, it is modern day. Oh! Oh my god, these are these little guys. Chikorita's getting some love, Jesus Christ. Oh, it's in the city. Well, it's definitely different from the original one, that's probably good. Ooh. I like these trainer designs. These are interesting. Oh, that's a cutie pie. Cozy sweats. Oh my god, you're really just running around. It's like fucking... It's Dark Souls. Megas! I finally get a Mega Absol of my own! Yay! Oh! Oh. It's the thing! It's the incredibly rare little flower fuck. Release date?
Pokemon Legends ZA
Listen,
is a
I'm
new
ready to
title in the
pre-order.
Pokemon series. The story takes place in Lumiose City, the largest city in the Kalos region. Prism Tower stands tall at the center of this city of beautiful vistas.
Oh.
These days, Lumiose is undergoing a high-tech urban redevelopment plan to turn it into a city that people and Pokemon truly share.
Is it... What kind of part in the timeline is
After
it gonna
you
be?
arrive in Lumiose City to see the sights, you'll meet 3 Pokemon, one of which will become your first partner. Chikorita, Tepig, and Totodile. You'll
Interesting.
choose one of these Pokemon to accompany you on a new journey
Wait,
as you get to know Lumiose
Isn't
City
Totodile
and its
and
inhabitants.
Chikorita the same
Here are
gen?
some of the colorful characters you'll encounter. When you arrive in Lumiose, you'll meet a new friend and ally, either Urbane or Tawny. The hotel where
this
you'll
is
be
the-
staying is run by AZ.
Is he
You'll
just
also
really
meet his
fucking
partner,
tall?
Floette. Lumiose's redevelopment is being managed by Quasartico Inc.
So you
You'll
can't
become
catch a turtle
acquainted with
Floette.
the company's CEO
Still.
Jet and her secretary Vinny.
He's just insane
Make your time
tall.
in Lumiose all the richer.
But that partner is adorable.
To help people and Pokemon coexist, the city has set up wild zones.
Oh.
These areas, located throughout Lumiose, give wild Pokemon habitats where they can thrive.
You know what?
To
Probably
catch
a
one of
good
these
thing
wild
that they're
Pokemon, aim
experimenting with a
carefully,
new
then throw a Pokeball.
layout. Oh, I'm not sure how I feel about this UI.
If you're having a hard time catching one, have one of your Pokemon use its moves to weaken the target, making it easier to catch.
God, it matches the more like futuristic
This game
tone.
offers a style of Pokemon battling not seen in previous titles.
Okay.
Moves can have a longer or shorter reach, or different areas of effect. So choose your
Oh.
timing and positioning carefully to gain the upper hand.
Okay.
Lead your partner Pokemon through battles and dodge incoming attacks.
You literally can
Swap
run
Pokemon
away.
if you need to and find the right moment to unleash a move.
Huh.
What's more, certain Pokemon can go beyond evolution by undergoing
I
Mega Evolution.
I'll be curious to see
When
how
a trainer's keystone
folks end up
resonates
feeling
with
about the, like,
Megastone held by
actual
their Pokemon,
real-time
the
battle
Pokemon
stuff.
will do more than just change shape. It'll unlock a new level of power, turning the tide of battle in its favor.
Oh, I wonder how Mega is going to be handled power-wise with the way that
As Lumiose
ZA
continues its transformation
has
into
Pokemon
a city
builds.
that belongs to both people and Pokemon,
Oh,
who knows what kinds of encounters and experiences will await you.
that's the gummy fuck.
Pokemon Legends ZA.
Okay, so no
Coming
date yet.
late 2025.
I appreciate that. Gives me time to plan PTO for whenever that happens. Oh. Wiki wiki. Oh, that's not gonna be the end of the presentation. Oh. Hello? Oh, that was still... I was immediately like, Pokemon Sleep, probably.
Pokemon Legends ZA is scheduled to release in late 2025.
Yay!
We hope everybody can wait just a little longer for their adventures
Absolutely.
in Lumiose City to begin.
I'm
That
excited.
concludes our announcements for today. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you for showing. Let me hang on for just a second, just in case, but we're probably just gonna go over to the chatting spot. Oh. Whoops. Hello. Let me adjust me. Where am I? Where is my shit? I have so many sources I have to skim through. And I'm awake, but make me smaller, make me tiny. There we go. Right? This is fine. Yeah! Glad I got my mic fixed before ZA happened. That... Let me actually look it up now, because Chikorita and Totodile... Pokemon Gen... What gen are they? They're Gen 2. Pokemon Gen 2. Yeah, they're the same gen! All of the theorizing I've been seeing about like what kind of spread of Pokemon, every single one has been like assuming the theory that all of the... I feel like I'm too high up. Let me adjust me again. There we go. All of the theorizing I've been seeing has been like they can't be in the same gen. They have to be different gens. This is wild. Interesting. I feel like I'm gonna have to wait until I see whatever regional evolution or mega the partner gets in the end. Because I'm curious about this collection of Pokemon, because like I'm quite fond of Bailey, but Meganium I'm like, okay. And I wouldn't say that I have like much in terms of like I don't dislike Totodile or Tepig, but put them in a lineup, they would not be my first choices by a long shot. So why am I hunched? Stop hunching. But I am curious about this as the trio to be picked, especially because I'm assuming most folks have been assuming that they're going to stick with the method of nobody from that generation, which is Tepig. What generation is Tepig from? Pokemon, what generation? Pokemon Lumos? I'm pretty sure Tepig is black and white, but let me double check. Because my Pokemon knowledge is fine. It's fine. What gen is it? What city is what gen? Kalos region. It was XY. What generation were you? Because I've never played Black and White, but I think that's what Tepig is from. Oh, my back is itchy. Ah! I'm suffering on this day. Okay. Yeah, okay. Interesting though, Tepig, Totodile, and Chikorita. So what is it? That we got Flower Dinosaur, we got Water Alligator, and we got Fire Pig. What are you gonna do with those, I wonder? Because I'm assuming, since we're doing megas, I'm assuming we're probably not gonna be fussing with regional variants, when more effort will probably be going to megas. Like, I feel like that's what people want. Granted, I do love a good regional variant because those can actually carry over to other titles. But I mean, people are excited for megas. It's been a minute since they've existed in much capacity in games. Also, the Eternal Floette, that's interesting to actually see it pop up in something. I wonder if it'll actually be obtainable, like if the guy would let you use it, because I know it's like a Pokemon that's existed that was supposed to be in game. My mic is covering my hand, but I wonder. Mechanically, let me see. Was Eternal Floette supposed to have abilities? Pokemon Eternal Floette. Oh, my voice is going. It's unobtainable form. Okay, so it did have stuff. It has a home sprite. Why? But it does have stats. It's got like... Okay. 551, so it's better than a starter. Final evolution, which compared to an actual Floette is nuts, but not necessarily. Why does it have Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon Pokedex? Why does it have so much data in gens by not being obtainable? Huh. Interesting. I like all the things I've seen so far, at least from that trailer. Part of me is sad that it doesn't seem like it's going to be following the precedent set by the first game, where it's taking place in like an older setting. I like that. I liked that as a possibility, but I'm not mad about what it seems like it's gonna be, where it's like, well, actually, I might be brain farting, but it actually might be taking around the same time period. Wait, no, it's got technology. Never mind. Definitely not the same time period. I was like, what time period did the first one take place? And it was much more farther back in time, I think. And like wild zones in the city. It definitely seems like the whole like whatever narrative they're going to be presenting in the second game is going to be a much different one than the first, which I think is good. I think that's a good thing. I hope that means if they continue with these EA games, that they will not fall into the trap of the main games, where they just follow the exact same format every time. I hope that means it's going to be a space where it's a very creative concept executed. Like, they have these wild areas within the city. Oh my god, the battling. That's gonna be interesting, because one of the really nice things about Pokemon that I enjoy is that it's not real time. You're not, like, there's not actively the time crunch. You personally are not having to do, like, you're not having to have, like, active skill reflexes. It's fairly accessible, from my understanding. So, seeing that you can, like, actually dodge out of the way, it's like, it's interesting in that it's different to the Pokemon series. But I'll be curious to see how I feel about it, and how other people react to that shift in Pokemon, where it's like maybe gonna be asking for actual mechanical skills. Well, granted, I guess it's kind of borrowing from original Legends, where the like wild Pokemon can like tackle you. Maybe they're doing away with the overworld Pokemon being aggro. I guess that's what it would be. It would just be swapping when they can be aggro versus... Which I can see that being a thing where... I'm surprised it's still keeping... My ear itched. But... Where was I going? itched my ear and whited out. If they're doing away with Pokemon getting aggro in the overworld and siphoning that into the actual fights, I'll have to... I don't know. I think it's interesting. Again, as I said, I'm glad they're experimenting. The UI is gonna have to grow on me. Because I was not... I can't say that I loved the UI, but from the world they were showing, it does fit. It makes sense. we'll just have to wait. It didn't seem like it's obtrusive, which is good, but we'll see. I also give the character designs. Immediately enjoy. The game, it looks more finished visually than the original Legends game did, which is nice. That one motherfucker was really tall. The old man. Who's texting? That was just the Discord chat. But I'm glad we finally have something. We don't have a release date, but we have well, I guess late 20. I almost said that we have a quarter. We don't have a quarter. We have a late 2025, which is, I don't know. I will definitely be playing it on stream. I don't know if I'll probably take work off for it. Just like if it's released on a work day, I will definitely be taking the day off. I will definitely be pre-ordering. Little part of me is sad that they're not just giving us a release date, and that the release date is like later next month. Granted, if that was the case, it would likely fall on a day where my senior coworker is probably out because she's taking a like over week-long trip, but we have a new person. And is not something she can shift because it's for a wedding. But thankfully, that does not appear to be the case, and I will probably be able to take a day off when it does release, whenever that is. Which I imagine with Pokemon, they probably won't push back. They probably are pretty secure in that release date. I'm still so surprised at the starter choices. I'm so curious what they're gonna do with that. Like, they gotta just do Megas. They're not doing regional variants, they're gonna do Megas. They have to. People would lose their minds if they didn't get new Megas, but new Megas for Meganium, Tepig, and Totodile. I can see them being pretty cool, especially because if you compare Emboar to Meganium and what is the final edition of Totodile? I actually don't know. Pokemon Totodile. What are you? Croconaw and Feraligatr, the Pokemon with a back sprite that infinitely looks like it's caked up. You could do something interesting with it, I imagine. Meganium is interesting because it's basically just a Brontosaurus with like a big flower. You could do a lot with that to accentuate it, like more details. Alligator? That'd be interesting. I feel like they would go. I think the first like conceptual design that comes to my mind is something kind of borrowing from Swampert, where like the upper body just gets like. I don't think I would like that. I don't think I would want that, but it would be a possibility that they could go with. And then Emboar, that could go in so many directions. Probably just gonna bulk him up more fiery, more big man. Big man with, I remember when I was looking at it recently, something about its stats surprised me. I was working on my little project of turning an OC into a Pokemon line. Pokemon. I'll be curious to see what Emboar looks like in 3D, at least in this series. Stats, everybody. Yeah, its defense and speed are not great, which surprised me. It looks like something that should be bulky, but it's got HP, but it's got no defenses, which is interesting. Truth be told, I'm not really that well versed in stats, so I've never heard of Emperor as being competitively viable. And 65 in defense, speed, and special defense is probably why. It's not really meant to live. It's meant to kill. It's not meant to live, I don't think. And at least it's not meant to kill first. It's really, from what I know of competitive, if you're not fast, you have to run Trick Room. Or have something to compensate, like a choice or something. Because yeah, you losing that whole turn is just kind of a death sentence sometimes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap up. I am probably not gonna go back to bed, like an hour and a half before work. But that is it. Thank you for enjoying the stream with me. I hope y'all have been awesome. I might stream later, like actually like game stream later, but we will see how I feel after work. But thanks for stopping by. Bye bye.